What is up, everybody, and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm once again hanging out at Pontoon Brewing here in Atlanta. This is an awesome brewery I've talked about before. I love this place, but I wanted to show y'all a little something that I have. So today I'm flipping my Alien, and the reason I'm at Pontoon is not just because I wanted some delicious beer, though I did get that. Delicious beer did in fact happen, so I'm thankful for that. But the reason I am here is because I'm hanging out with a good friend of mine who happens to be local to me. You may know him as Stitched Steel on Instagram. Stitch is a fantastic Balisong maker. He made my wonderful, wonderful Alien here, and he makes his Balisongs basically entirely by hand. It is just an incredible amount of work that he puts into these things. But this is not what I wanted to show you today. No, no, no. Instead, I have something much more interesting and much more new. This right here is a Paradigm from Stitch, and this is a very, very beautiful Balisong. So as first thing that stands out to me immediately is just this new blade shape. I think it's incredible. Like, the Alien Tonto is already insane, but this Tonto right here with the flat, perfectly flat Tonto edge, and then this hollow grind that is extremely fine. Like, that's like a 1-inch style hollow grind. That shit's crazy. This is a really impressive Balisong to me. I love this thing. And you'll notice the handles are Mokutai, right? So this is some really, really incredible stuff. It's heat anodized Mokutai for the handles. This Balisong belongs to Malv, who is a moderator on my Discord, which, by the way, if you want to join the Discord, link's in the description. But this is Malv's Balisong that they've been waiting on for quite some time. And let me tell you what, it's incredible. First of all, look at the play. There's literally not play. Like, there's actually no play. Stitch is bragging to me about how he has increased his process and has made it where his Balisongs are much, much higher quality, and the tuning on them has just become insanely good. And I can definitely agree, because my Alien is still very well tuned, but you can see there's a little bit of play there. When I wiggle it back and forth, you've got a little bit of wiggle that happens there. When I do the same thing with this Balisong, there's nothing. It literally doesn't move. Like, you can see a fraction of an inch maybe moving around, and that is insane. So Stitch has been refining his process in terms of actually creating the Balisong. But the Paradigm is also interesting because the original Alien, while it is a fantastic Balisong, it's a little short by today's standards, and it's also a little heavy. The Paradigm is wild because it happens to be right in that sweet spot, at least for me, in terms of both balance and the weight of it. I don't remember exactly what the weight of this Balisong is, and to be fair, the weight does slightly change every time. I believe he's aiming for around 4.5-ish ounces, maybe 4.6. Sometimes they can go all the way up to 4.8, depending on materials and stuff like that, but the balance is just incredible. I am a big fan of this Balisong. I'm also just a big fan of the design. I mean, I think it looks insane. I really love this long rail with all of the holes delicately drilled into it, especially these tiny holes that are like little accents. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. So this is just a beautiful Balisong that I really feel blessed to get the chance to flip a little bit, and I feel very thankful for getting to hang out with Stitch here at Pontoon for a bit and chat, because we like to hang out every once in a while, get to catching up, but we don't get to hang out enough, in my opinion. So, you know, I've been trying to make more time in my life for hanging out with friends, because I realized at some point that my friends and the people around me are the people that I really get the most joy from. Like, I'm very much a sociable person, and I like getting to hang out with people, and that's what brings me joy. And so I realized that if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to make sure I have a healthy lifestyle where I'm actually, you know, getting what I need from other people, half of that process is going to be me physically going out of my way to make time with people. So I've been very diligent about trying to be like, hey, let's spend time this day or whatever, like reaching out to people directly that I want to spend time with and trying to make that actively happen. So, you know, it's a process, it's a hard thing, But this is a good example of one of the reasons that that can be a fruitful endeavor. You can see the handles here are heat anodized, and they look absolutely gorgeous. Somehow Stitch did not only a heat anodization, but a gradient in heat anodization, where it starts as a yellow up top and then turns into a blue near the bottom. And this Moku tie is just freaking incredible looking. So yeah, this is a beautiful Balisong with a beautiful history behind it, and I really, really love it. I really love what Stitch has been doing. Also, one thing Stitch told me previously is that half of the reason he makes Balisongs is just to have the quietest possible Balisong. And like, you can hear with this one, right? You know, it's really quiet. It barely makes any sound at all. This thing, the Paradigm, it's almost silent. Like, this is the quietest Balisong I've probably ever flipped. And I gotta give Stitch props for that. He loves having his Balisongs be nice and quiet, and goddamn if this is not quite a quiet Balisong. So yeah, I'm very, very impressed. Good job to Stitch for doing such an incredible work on this Balisong, and I absolutely will be getting myself a Paradigm at some point in the future. Honestly, what I'm thinking for my Paradigm, if I do get it, is doing the inverse of what I've done here, where on this one I've got black faces and then I've got silver in the holes. What I'm thinking doing is the inverse, where I have blackened like inside of here, and inside all the holes it's blackened, and maybe even on the inside of the handles it's blackened, but then the faces of the handles, getting them turned to silver again. So it's like silver on the outside but blackened on the inside, and I think that would look absolutely fantastic, because I just love that natural looking titanium black and silver. You know, a good anodization on titanium is nice, but personally for me, I'm just a big fan of that natural titanium sort of aesthetic. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this very interesting look at the new Stitch Steel Paradigm. I mean, it's new-ish. It hasn't been around for that long, but it's also not that old of a Balisong either. Stitch has been making them for a hot minute at this point, but he's just been doing an incredible job, and these things are really a whole piece of work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little look at Malv's special Paradigm, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.